Hey all, welcome to this. Oh, hang on. Welcome to the stream. I be the Cyber Phoenix that streams, and welcome to some Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I don't know exactly why I put this on the schedule, but I guess I just wanted something different. If I'm honest. Cause I don't know, why not? But yeah. This game is a remake of Crash Team Racing for the original PlayStation. There's actually some really interesting stories and stuff I've heard about this game. The main one that actually makes me laugh is the fact that the original was Naughty Dog's last Crash game, right? They tried to kill off a series with it by having it metaphorically jump the shark. However, this is the funny part. They inadvertently made the one kart racer that at the time could actually rival Mario Kart. So it's sort of, well, that's why his mission failed successfully. Yeah. But Nitro Fueled ain't just a straight up remake. It has online play, which, I mean, what do you expect from a racing game in this day and age? And also, the name Nitro Fueled. It means that there's stuff from Crash Nitro Kart and beyond here. And I really do mean beyond. Cause they really wanted to, in this one game, cram as much of Crash's legacy into it as humanly possible, or bandicootly possible in this instance. But yeah, it's actually shocking how much they actually put into it. Anyway, yeah, this is a completely new save date I'm working with, but any bits from updates and pit crew and whatever's still there. That's like saved on their cloud server and that sort of thing, and you need the internet to access all that, which I think is just kind of stupid and actually really annoying. Because what's going to happen when the servers for this game shut down totally? Yeah. Nah. I'm going with Nitro Fueled mode because, well, I can do... Oh, I can change characters and stuff I like on the fly. And that sort of thing. And also, I can play it easy because I kinda suck at this. Like, normal was a bridge too far for me, unfortunately, so yeah. I may say I'm good at Mario Kart, but this is a completely different beast. So yeah, I think you can. I think you might be able to change it as you go along, but don't hold me to that one. I don't know. But anywho, yeah, like I said, I have stuff from all the Grand Prix and the pit stuff and that. But we are just going to use the... We are going to go basic on that for a little bit. I say a little bit because, well, come on, it's Crash. You kind of have to start off with planners for guy. But one thing they added in, I can't remember which one, but they added being able to choose between the character's default stats and all the other ones, including drift. Like, Crash is usually a balanced one. Is what the turn one is. No prizes there. What that one does, balanced, which is, well, balanced. Acceleration, which is acceleration focused. Speed, which has the lowest, the shortest turning, widest turning arc, but that's actually kind of beneficial in this game with how you do stuff here. But bigger speed. But I tend to go for drift. It's got a bit more turning and a bit less speed, but apparently can hold mini turbos for just that bit longer. So yeah. And yes, I am going on easy because, again, I have zero confidence in my abilities with this game. I forgot just how long the loading screens are in this game. Oh, cutscene. Shit, I forgot to turn capture card audio back on.
I'm the fastest racer in the galaxy. I travel the stars looking for creatures to test my skills.
It's a little game I call Survival of the Fastest. Here's the way we play.
I challenge the best driver of your world to a race for the planet. If your driver wins,
I'll leave your miserable little rock alone. But if I win, I will turn your entire globe into a
Hungry parking lot
and make you my minions. Get ready to race for the fate of your planet.
Let's go!
I love this part of the cutscene. It's a great introduction to all the characters. If you're playing on the classic setting. Yeah, sorry I had... I've got to put on subtitles.
Welcome to the adventure.
Oh, now
area.
the bloody subtitles
You
show
can
up.
travel around this area and practice your driving skills. The dots and stars on the map represent warp pads which lead to races. When they flash, it signifies they are open to play. To access a racetrack, drive into a warp pad that has an active warp vortex, and it will take you to the track's starting line. Finish the track in first place to win a trophy. As you collect more trophies, other tracks will unlock. Good luck, and drive fast.
And yeah, Aku just kindly explained the entire thing to me. But yeah. You have... This is the first of the errors in adventure mode. If this seems familiar to you, you've probably either played this game before, well, the original, or you've played Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, this was the other game from that sort of era of kart racers to have an adventure mode of this nature. Then again, I think others did, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, let's go into the first track, Crash's home turf, Crash Cove. The first track in the Insanity Beach area. Yeah, each area does have its own specific name. This one is Insanity Beach. No prizes there what this is based off of in the Crash universe. But hey, starting off at Insanity Beach is just how it is sometimes in these games. Platformer or kart racer. I feel like these long loading times are going to get my nerves. Alright, first track, Crash Cove. Very simplistic one. Oh yeah, because I have the nitro fueled mode on, characters will have random cosmetics and stuff. I'm still getting used to the controls. Anywho, this is as good a time as any to start throwing some terminology at you you're going to need to play this game. First of which is the fact that this game has a lot of shortcuts. Like that. Another is how the power-ups work. You can collect one per fruit, which acts like coins in later Mario Kart games where they speed you up about 1% or something like that. No, I don't think it actually does speed you up. I'll have to double check on that one. Ow. But what they do is, when you get 10 of them, it powers up your pickups. Beakers are like bananas in Mario Kart, but when you get 10 of them, they go from green to red, and they, they inflict a slow debuff on anyone that hits it. So, yeah. Pretty interesting stuff, if I'm honest. Let's see. Other terminology. Oh yes. There's a couple of important ones to note, and they're actually terms that came from the speedrunning community. And that is Reserves, Sacred Fire, and Mystic Sacred Fire, also referred to nowadays as Sapphire or simply Blue Fire.
Congratulations, you win a trophy. You can go faster through turns by power sliding. Press the power slide button while performing a hard turn. Congratulations! You have just earned your first customization item. You can change and customize your character and cart in the pause menu.
Yep, we can actually do so. And anywho, before I was so rudely interrupted, I need to go over how boosting works. Well, you press one button to do a slide, and as you saw at the bottom, a meter picks up. And every time you hit the other shoulder button, because you press B to accelerate and press and hold one of the shoulder buttons down to drift. If you press the other button,
you must have a boss key to open this door. You can race a boss after beating all 4 tracks in an area. Beat the boss in a boss race, and the key is your prize.
I was in the middle of my own explanations here, mate. So rude. But yeah, if you press the other shoulder button, not holding down, when the bar is turns orange, which is also indicated by smoke coming out your cart's exhaust, and your wheels starting to glow, you can get a boost. So I have to manually do your boost compared to Mario Kart, in which it's automatic. And you can do those 3 times per drift, and you want to drift as much as possible because there's a hidden thing called reserves. It's basically any spared boost you have left, and after the initial boost it starts using up your reserves till you have none left. And if you hit a boost pad, you activate something called Sacred Fire. Yeah, it's a really weird name for a speedrunning term, but some of them can be a bit weird. And basically, when you hit a boost pad with reserves, you go into this state where you boost a lot faster, and there's a version with specific turbo pads called super turbo pads that turn your exhaust fire blue. That's something that in the original there was no indication of super Sacred Fire, but in this game they added that blue fire as an indicator, and that's why it's now called blue fire. Also, there's an egg here. That I am probably going to end up you know what, I'll do that a bit later. Now we're on to the next track, which is actually one of my favourites, and one I'm actually really good at. Probably the one I am actually the best at in the CTR tracks. yeah. Ruse tubes. Yeah. To say this is one of my better tracks in the game is probably an understatement. Though I seem to be screwing it up a bit. But yeah, the normal races aren't too bad. I am on easy, so yeah, stuff like this is going to happen. You saw that I managed to just go over back to the off-road without much issue. Well, there's a bit of a technique. You just keep hopping, it conserves your momentum, so yeah. Let's see. I gotta admit, I will say this, I don't have much of a history with the series. Like, put it this way, the first Crash game I ever played was one of my sisters having Crash Fusion, otherwise known as Crash Purple, so yeah. And likewise with Spyro Orange or Spyro Fusion for Spyro.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Yeah.
To get a turbo boost while power sliding, wait until the smoke from your exhaust.
Yeah, I don't actually. Need any like that. Yeah, those golden eggs are for something, but I have trouble actually grabbing them, so I might make that a later job. Anywho, this next one is Mystery Caves. Which is a again, very simplistic track. Some tracks are rather simplistic, but this one has a fair couple of obstacles. But it does have some shortcuts and stuff. Now, I will say this. Do you expect me to actually try to 100? Oh, not sort of. I am going to attempt to 100% this game, but at the very least 100% the story mode, which is probably easiest for me to do on easy, because it makes certain other things which yeah. A bit more better. But don't think I'm gonna spend the entire time in the story mode. Because of the fact that I want to show off some of the other stuff this game, the other attraction stuff this game has. Because, well, yes, more than just the story. And yeah, I'm not gonna have as many clear-cut victories all the time. Even though I'm playing it on easy, there are still some tracks that just trip me up, like big time trip me up. And there's a certain one later down the line that I really don't like. I mean, I really don't like. A lot of you people who have either played the original or have played this probably know what track I'm talking about.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Anywho, but in those three, you'll see that another one has
When you
opened up.
get a TNT crate on your head, start hopping immediately. If you react fast and hop enough times, the TNT crate will fall off your head before it explodes.
As you can see, I am unlocking part parts for one called Team Bandicoot, or a cart called Team Bandicoot. Because each cart is split into 4 parts. The cart body with the decals. That's technically another part, but you know. You have oh god. The wheels, the paint job, and then the sticker, which is essentially an emblem that you just plop on the front. I tend to not use those bits just because I tend to just prefer the default sort of thing without the stickers on it. I think the patterns are just enough to make it interesting. Now, we come to a more complicated track, Sewer Speedway. Yeah, there's a shortcut up there, but you can only get up there if you have managed to keep Sacred Fire. Also, that's another really annoying part of this track. That little blip there was a homing missile, so... by jumping off at the peak of the ramp, you do a little trick, and you get another little boost when you land. No, you just need an actual boost up. It's not worth taking the entirety of that shortcut, just because it does wind around a little bit. Out. But yeah, I will try and take shortcuts as much as possible, just to show them off a bit. Some I can do without even blinking. Apparently this is one of them now. Yeah, this way is actually a little bit slower. You also saw that there was a crate with a Beanox logo on it. That's for something very special. Hell, well, I will probably grab those off camera. Because essentially, there's so many people with videos showing where those are on each track, because there's one on each track, and I'm not gonna spoil the reward now. Like I said, I'm gonna probably do that off camera. And I can show you guys when I stream this game after I grab all those off camera. Anywho, here is the yeah, that's the last trophy for this area. Want to get all of them? Nah. This is the boss. Ripperoo. And yeah, you have to race them. I mean, was one of these sort of adventure mode style things without a boss fight or two to race, huh? Well, there is another kart race I wouldn't mind trying to stream at some point, but does that a wee bit differently. Anywho, we're back here on Ruse Tubes. Yeah, if you saw me race through it earlier and didn't see Ripperoo on the initial select screen, yeah, you kind of guessed that I might have had to come off into other means. Anywho, since this one ain't really gonna pose too much trouble, cause yeah, once you get in front of him, he can't do jack shit about it. The bosses in this game, I will just spam one power up and just throw them around at reckless abandon. It's not really too interesting. Ripperoo's one are, well, much like its boss fights, TNT. Those can only be thrown backwards. yeah, not really an issue. So, yeah. Oh, I just ran into my own beaker. Nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. Dude, that's getting vile. Well, my question is, how did he manage to get that key down his esophagus in the first place?
Congratulations on opening this new area. Here you will find 4 more tracks to race. Good luck.
Yep, and for the troubles, we unlock Whipperoo and the orange paint job and the associated sticker. And notice all the tracks are lit up again. And there's also a diamond shaped one. Also, you can actually...
This is the load save screen. There are 5 of these screens, 1 in each world section. When you want to load or save a game, go to one of these screens. To access it, drive up to the screen and follow the directions.
Yep. Honestly, I didn't really need to have these. Just because you do have the option of auto-saving here. But yeah, each of the things are lit up because, as you saw with the vortex, there was a trophy, a token, and a relic flowing over them. Which is stuff we're actually going to get into later. Well, at a later day. Because that's like for 100%ing the game pack. You also have these ones which give you purple coins. You also saw that golden egg. I'll also make sure to grab that when I go to start the 100%ing process. Anywho, first it takes you to this area, which there are coloured gems here, and a thing that needs 5 coloured gems and 10 relics. This area I can't remember what's called. There's also an egg here. By where the podium is. I love the fact that you can actually see where the podiums are. Anywho, yeah, I actually show off Oxide's ship and what you need to unlock, go to actually face him this early on. There's also other stuff over there, but we're just gonna scoot past them now. Again, that's for 100% completion cyber to do. Now we're into the next area, the temple area. And Coco Park, which has nothing to do with temples whatsoever, it's actually the level. Well, it's actually the track that we saw right at the beginning of the game during that cutscene that I forgot to unmute for, cause I'm an idiot. And Scuff just seems to follow me around a fair bit. Yep, this is Cocoa Park. It kind of confuses me with this one, because it's meant to represent Cocoa, right? However, I don't associate like cutesy aesthetics and that sort of thing to Cocoa whatsoever. I kind of more associate her tech side more than anything else. She's, put it this way, she's more Tails than an Amy Rose. But again, this game originally came out in the late 90s. So yeah. Fun fact, I was actually born in the late 90s. I remember when this game actually initially came out, but I don't think it was far off when I was actually born. Again, I was born too late to really experience anything of the 90s, or to really experience the 90s, but I was also born too early to be a millennial. It's kind of weird, like, very weird. And it is how it is. But I do find that ironic, considering I grew up with consoles with from this sort of era, like a Nintendo 64, the original PlayStation, the Mega Drive, hell, even the Game Boy Advance. It was the Game Boy Advance was actually the first one I ever owned personally.
The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster
Oh, they
your
do
cart
speed
will
you
go.
up.
If you collect and hold 10 Wumpa fruits, you'll be juiced up, and your power-up will become more potent.
Actually, I want to do a little bit of customization and actually use the Team Bandicoot bits. Yeah, I do have like the thing decal for this one, just cause it's pixel art. What did you expect from me?
To open this door, You must come in first
We
place.
know. Flippin' heck. Oh yeah, down here there's something I want to actually show you. There's this door. This was added in an update and it pertains to those golden eggs we saw, which I'll collect at a later date. Anywho, here's an actual level based off a temple. Honestly, this is one of those ones I'm not sure how to think. Some of this game's track design, like, you have to remember, the original came out in, was probably the first and probably last kart racer Naughty Dog ever did. At least for the Crash IP, because afterwards they, I think they gave it to Universal, who did some stuff. They did Nitro Kart. And that sort of thing. This one has a very interesting shortcut. Hold on, why is the thing like that? Yeah. There we go. I accidentally changed the meter back to like old GM sort of thing. Now you see there's a door there. If I grab a specific power up, I can like chuck forward round about there. I'll show you how to actually access the shortcut in this track. Because it's a very interesting shortcut. Seems like it's not going to be the case this lap either. I am not playing this too well yet, I'm still in front. Again, I'm playing on easy. That's just how it is. I can't remember if there's ways to actually change the difficulty mid-way through. But this way, yeah. Anyway, you can throw, if you have no enemy to throw forwards, you can activate it and have it let you through. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Shortcuts are more convoluted. Ugh. I hate something. Wumpa coins are used in something called a pit shop, which is like the cosmetics and stuff. There's an actual very interesting thing that happened with it. Originally, this game was just not going to have any microtransactions in it whatsoever, but people actually asked for it. Yeah, they still received backlash when they did put them in, but people did generally ask for it. Just because they were having trouble or just didn't have the time to grind out Wumpa coins. Anywho, that's another one done.
You win a trophy. To get around a tight turn, or to face a direction quickly, Use the brake slide by pressing and holding the brake button while turning hard.
Now you might be wondering why are the cosmetics called Team Bandicoot or Team Trance. That's cause of the fact that those are from Crash Nitro Kart, cause characters were split into 4 teams. Team Bandicoot, Team Cortex, Team Trance and Team Oxide. Because they had a thing where you could race in teams of 2. Yeah, kind of ironic that this game that's called Crash Team Racing does not have team mechanics as a main gimmick, whilst one called Crash Nitro Kart did. Or at least the console version. I'm not sure about the GBA version. But yeah, they were split up into teams and such for that. And well, each area you get the cosmetics for a specific team's thing. Anywho, here's Papu's Period. This area is called the Lost Ruins area. I love all the little animations of the dudes around the shop. Anywho, yeah, you can kind of guess who the boss of this area is by the fact that if there's a track that its icon is that particular character's face, oh, yep. Yeah, that's one of my favourite shortcuts in the game. It's just a simple one, but it's a really good one. I do really like the shortcuts. I don't like this section because square corners and narrow corridors. 2 things the tracks are going, I do not like. You can also go up there, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, these particular shortcuts are not an issue. Like, as you can see, even on normal difficulty, I would just have 0 trouble with this one. There are others on normal difficulty I would have all the trouble with. But yeah. Oh, I'm nearly out of me grapes and banana slices. Yeah, I actually prepared myself a snack for this stream for once. Some fruit, cause does anyone just feel really weird if they don't have at least one bit of fruit or veg of a day?
Congratulations! You win a trophy.
Yay!
You can get a hang time turbo from jumping. The
Hang
longer
time
you're in the
turbo,
air,
that's what it's
the
called.
bigger the turbo you'll get when you land. For big turbos, try to get extra air time by hopping off jumps using the hop button.
Alright, on to the last one, which is Dingo Canyon. I don't like this one. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe it's because it's like canyons and that. I'm kind of jaded on them since like TF2 has kind of made me jaded on canyons because like half the damn maps in that game are canyons. When I initially started playing. So I'm not a big fan of them. I don't know. There are a couple of things that I just do not like. But there's a couple of sort of recurring level things I just do not like because they're just really dull or tend to have some really annoying things to them. Oh shit, I think I hit one of the Beanox crates. I'll have to actually review the footage on that one, but I think I actually hit one of the Beanox crates because that was hitting in the waterfall. I know. Oh yeah, one thing I did want to say. Remember that Pokemon scheme where it just I had to the internet just died and just auto-ended? Yeah, apparently on actual YouTube live streams there is a setting to have it auto-end when the streaming software stops sending data to it. So, yeah. I'm probably going to be experimenting with having that turned off. I fell off again. Alright. The big guy's probably gonna come out in a sec. Then again, I have actually beat this game before, so... Well, the story mode at least.
Papu much tired of watching puny slugs race so slow. Papu wanting action to lay Boo down big and prove Papo he's world's best driver. Papu moves so fast, you munch tracks.
Well, they're dead. I am going to oh yeah, this is another thing I wanted to actually show off. Legacy music. And what they'll do, if you haven't already noticed, is, well, it will actually play the original soundtrack. It's such a cool little... It's one of those features that wasn't needed, but still really appreciated. So, yeah. Anywho, now it might be like, what is Papu's one? His one is Beakers, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can see them start to be littered all over the track. I kinda wish they rubber banded a bit more with the bosses. But yeah, oh shit. Again, it's another one of those, if you get far enough from the boss, yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, it's weird to not have to deal with rubber banding. Because, there's another kart racer that I really like that came out, I don't know, a couple months ago at this point, that the rubber banding is like ridiculous. I screwed that up. And again, trying to drive and talk at the same time. Another good reason to stick it on easy. I have to focus on two different things at once.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast. You are fast for being so small. Here's key to help.
Please don't. Gross.
Oxide much bigger problem for you. Him not as big, but him much more grumpy.
Anywho, that's area 2 down. And yeah, pretty simple, things considered. And that unlocks the second area. no, third area, which is the ice area. And we unlock Papu Papu and his respective things. Anywho, I'm actually going to come out of the adventure mode now. Because there are some other bits I want to show off and do. One of which is the pit stop. This is where you can get parts, characters and stuff of that nature. You can refresh them and such. And yeah. You get like all sorts of cosmetics and such. There's also online play, but there's also local arcade, which has these bits which we haven't done in the single player yet, so not touching those. There's time trials and there's single race. Yeah. And also bonus tracks, which are from the Grand Prix. These were essentially seasonal events that came around about every month. They introduced new characters, skins, that sort of thing. Each with a different theme. Twilight Tour is Egypt themed. Prehistoric Playground, Spiral Circuit, Nina's Nightmare, Quirks Carnival, Gingerbread Joyride, Mega Minutes Mania, and Drive Through Danger. Yeah, these ran from about the month after launch to about 10 months. Really. And I think the last one was in February, because this was December, and this is the last one they did. But those aren't the tracks I particularly want to fixate on. Now, as you see, there's 4 of each of those, except for the area with the oxide ship, which I only have 2. And we play 4 out of the 8 of those. There's one, and with the C and K one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Basically, a little less. I only had 3 tracks per world there. But I kind of just wanted to show off that these are here and actually do some of them. I'm gonna turn off backseat music, and I'm actually going to use CTR characters for it. Well, CNK characters here. Mentioned about Entrance, so here he is. And I'm just using whatever here. I might as well oh yeah, there are also vehicles from Crash Tag Team Racing. And ones from the Grand Prism stuff. So I am going to actually use one from there. Yeah. So, yeah. I kind of want to show off a bunch of the non-adventure mode tracks and such as well each stream. I don't know. Just cause, well, there's more than just the CTR stuff now. Yes, it's a CTR remake, but there's a lot more to it. Well, somebody might save like the 100% process to like its own stream or something like that. So yeah, this is just gonna be track showcase really at this point. Showing yeah, showing off the essentially equivalent to the bits in the adventure mode we did, and maybe some of the Grand Prix tracks too. I might ramp up the difficulty though. But the jump from easy to normal is rather sizable. And same from normal to hard. So, yeah. I know that's to be given, but Yeah, that's the weird thing about the C&K tracks, or just the tracks in general. They can either be rather simple or not as simple. It's rather confusing. But what would be a good kart racer without varied track design? Anywho, next one is Jungle Boogie, and I'm actually going to turn that onto medium. Yeah, the adventure mode's going to be put on easy because, well, the 100% process is going to be not nearly as painful, and yeah. Oh yeah, there was this one. And yeah, I also wanted to show off a pair of the neon wheels. You know what? Since we're playing as entrance, might as well use the neon entrance tires. Yeah, the neon ones were basically legendary tires are ones that have special sort of effects. Like the Twilight one has a sand one. These ones have a neon trail. And the actual shape of them are based off of the C&K vehicles, wheels. Yeah, basically a lot of the stuff in this game, the cosmetics and that sort of thing, they're not just for the sake of it. They are rather deliberate, if I'm honest. Anywho, Jungle Boogie is a rather short track. That one's a easy shortcut to actually do. Yeah, now let me explain about CA8. The track, the sort of areas, all the tracks in those have a specific like overall theme for them, because they're like individual planets you actually go to in that one. I kind of missed out on that, more or less that entire console generation. Like, I do legit want to try and find myself a PS2 or an original Xbox or something to experience those games and such. So, and yeah. It is rather... There's a lot of history in this game. Put it that way. Anywho, now we have one more to do. Tiny Temple. So, and honestly, yeah, I legit do want to actually try and see if I can get my hands on a PS2 so I can play some of the games of there. Like, mostly cause, well, that or GameCube. No, not so much a GameCube, more just a GameCube controller and some games, because I have a Wii and that was a dumb idea. And the Wii has backwards compatibility. Because that was in that golden sort of era where Nintendo was adding backwards compatibility for just about every console they had. I suppose it actually more started with the Game Boy Color being able to play Game Boy games, and then it sort of just gathered up traction from there with the... How did that happen twice? Ah, shit. I just got CTR'd. It's like Mario Kart, but getting Mario Kart, but Crash Bandicooted. Yeah, I would really like to experience games from PS2, well, from the 5th generation of games. Is that the 5th or the 6th? Can't remember. Ah, no. I missed out on some good games. That I kinda wish I didn't. But I know that that's not always, well, that it's just a thing I've missed out on. Like I said, I know, even despite having a PlayStation 1, I missed out on the original CTR. Hell, I missed out on Crash Bandicoot on their period. Anyway, we're gonna do the first of the Grand Prix tracks, Twilight Tour. Let's see. What games specifically would I actually like to get my hands on? Out of that sort of thing. I would have to say, for one thing, maybe F-Zero DX. I don't know. With F-Zero 99 coming out, which you can bet your backside I am going to do a stream on at some point. I have it back in the thingy, back in my hall. Yeah. Let's see what other. I really want to try out some of the Sonic games from that sort of era, like Sonic Heroes that main, just because the whole 3 character sort of thing kind of intrigues me, and it's one of those sort of gameplay styles I wouldn't mind them taking another crack at. Either just doing a remaster, or just straight up a different game of that sort of style. I know. It's one of those things that is definitely on the I want to do at some point thing. That and a proper Mario Kart invite well, streamer versus viewers type stream. I know. It's just on that list of things I do want to give a shot. Let's see. Anna. Anywho, we done the ones from the first sort of quote-unquote area of CNK and the first of the Grand Prix tracks. Well, let's do another one. Starting with deep sea driving, and I'm gonna switch to, because in the first Grand Prix they added Torna and the trophy girls from the original CTR as playable characters. That's why they don't actually show up in those trophy awarding ceremony sequences in the adventure mode. And I even have like motorsport variants. The legendary variant changes
Listen to that
the
engine.
thing. The actual look. No, the actual animations when winning on that. I'm also going to use stuff from the second GP because, yeah, characters from the first one, Vehicle from the second. Yeah, kinda weird. Also allows me to show off vehicles without wheels. A bit harder to time your turbos on cause you don't have that wheel indicator. Kinda wish they found some other way to indicate that. But yeah. Anyway, the first Grand Prix was based off the Egypt and Arabian Night themes from Crash 3. The second one is based off a prehistoric one and time travel. There's actually a fun little story to that one, but that fake Crash stole Entropy's staff and went back in time to the Stone Age, and that's why, well, certain things with the Grand Prix track are like they are, and yeah, they also, the characters there were Baby T, Baby Crash, and Baby Coco. Not entirely sure what correlation between babies and time travel is there. This isn't the Mario series. How the hell they haven't caused a paradox yet is beyond me. Deep sea driving. Not one of my favourite tracks. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of. I don't remember that's part of the track being that damn fast. Yeah. I don't like this section because those fans can kind of blindside you, their hitbox is deceptively big. And yeah, I can imagine that area causing a couple of people's motion sickness to flare up. Oh yeah, what I did there is something I'm going to call hop turning, and that's essentially where, well, you turn and hop. It's because you get a bit more extra turning from it, which, considering you would typically be using speed or drift characters, yeah, sometimes you need that extra little bit.
Perfect execution.
Yeah. Stretchy stretch. Anywho, the next one is Meteor Gorge, because the second planet in CNK is snow and ice themed. Deep sea driving kind of fits into it because it's inhabited by shark people, so yeah, the tracks are just kind of out of order on that menu for some reason. I wouldn't mind actually doing a stream versus viewers with this game as well. But that sort of things you're gonna have to wait till I'm a wee bit bigger. Yeah. And here's the shortcut. Yep, yeah, hop across that rock.
Hit it!
I kinda love that little thing off to the side. It's a explosion, but it's like completely frozen in time, like so cold, it even throws an explosion mid-explosion. That sounded weird. Something I did want to talk about is the fact that I've been streaming about for 2 months now. So I stuck a poll up on Twitter of how I should celebrate it. Either doing longer clips that aren't
Perfect
shorts,
execution.
or a highlight reel. And after this particular stream, I'm going to start taking moments from some which I may have already made into shorts and start plopping them together into into a highlight reel and such. I think it would, I don't know. I'm quite proud of the fact that I have managed to survive the first 2 months of actually starting streaming and content creation, and I have quite enjoyed it too. Yeah, there have been times where I've just gone, why am I still doing this? And I've had to deal with the YouTube algorithm's bullshit on more than one occasion.
Hey, lay off the brakes!
And well, yeah, I'm
That'll bust right out!
actually rather happy with where I am, if I'm honest. I'm happy with the progress I made, and
That was nothing!
it's not just with streaming I feel happier. I feel happier in general, like, day-to-day life. I feel like I'm actually doing something with myself. And I feel like I have some semblance of actually socializing with people now. Which yeah, I couldn't have been more grateful for you guys actually taking time out your day to actually reply to my tweets or actually
Tread lightly.
go and read them and such. It makes me happy. And I really hope that we continue to grow together and
Perfect execution.
yeah, get bigger. As a community and such, and I don't know, maybe I'm very happy that I have you guys, and I don't mind if you can't show up to streams or you have other obligations and that sort of thing. Just the fact that you actually take the time out your day to say, hey, that guy exists, is more than enough for me, if I'm honest. I'm one of those people that just generally has trouble socializing, but the fact that you guys are willing to talk to me back and laugh at some of the stupid shit and jokes I make, I couldn't have been happier. Where's the hard? Anywho, here's the second Grand Prix track, Prehistoric Playground. Yeah, they give you the Super Turbo pad off the game. I really like the music to this one. And it's Dragon Den. Which is weird, because I'm not really into prehistoric, like, settings and such. There's a lot of these sort of settings I just don't vibe with. Prehistoric's one of them, because, honestly, sometimes I tend to get paired with volcano levels, and I don't like volcano levels. Just cause they tend to get made really annoying to actually traverse and such. I don't know. Let's see. I can't think of really much else to say off the top of my head. Whoops. Yeah, hopefully, you guys will actually help me out with actually talking to people, because socializing is hard. Socializing and entertaining is hard. Especially when you're trying to focus on talking about whilst also playing the video game. Yeah.
Perfect execution.
And honestly, I yeah. Hold on, give me a sec for my give me a sec for my dingus of a brain to catch up with the rest of me, Let's go back to the blank screen with me on it, for a bit. Because I generally want to have a little bit of a talk about about things going forward. I'm going to be making more of an effort to get myself out there. Really. No, this does not mean I'm starting a TikTok. Thank you very much. I don't want to jump to another social media platform yet. I'm quite happy on Twitter. Elon Musk hasn't made it unusable yet, so yeah. So yeah, I just want to get myself out there, promote myself a bit more, because honestly, I don't know. I'd love to actually meet some more people, see what the wider breadth of the internet really is like. Because you know me, I tend to just stick to the same areas over and over again, and I kind of want to change that. And I just generally want to branch out a bit more. Both with streaming and that sort of thing, and in real life too. I will say one thing I do want to do more of is play more indie games and older games. I don't mean like older Switch titles and that sort of thing. I mean stuff like, not quite like CTR Nitro Fueled, like more just old games, or like their remakes and such. Or lesser known games and indie games. Cause there's so many fantastic games out there. You don't need to just limit yourself with the bigger names. Go and experiment and branch off with genres and developers and that you've never touched before. Granted, if a but don't force yourself to play a game you know you're just not going to really enjoy that much at all. Like, if you're like me and you don't care about horror games or don't really find them appealing at all, don't force yourself. If you think a particular game within the horror genre is interesting and might actually be interesting to play for, then I would say go for it. don't force yourself to play a game that you have zero interest in. Like, that's how you stop yourself from wanting to play anything else from that genre, full stop. Just find a game in a genre that you never touched, that has some element to it that interests you, and just give it a shot. And well, you never know what you might find, because there are some games that I've gotten or have been gifted by friends and family, but for my birthday, Christmas, that I've actually really ended up enjoying, that I didn't think I would so much. Like, one Christmas I got gifted Trackmania Turbo for PS4, and I didn't think I would like it as much because it won a kart racer. But lo and behold, I actually really like the game. And yeah. Let's see. I also would I would love to actually collab with another VTuber and something at some point. Specifically one that, like, maybe shares some, at least some of the same interests that I do in games and something like that. I don't know. Again, that's for much, much later down the line. Put it simply, I want to get myself sorted and in the door properly as a VTuber before, well, VTuber? As a streamer, not just a VTuber and such, before I really think about that sort of thing. Like, I'm not expecting to one day suddenly, with an average viewer count of 0, collab with my Yoshi. Like, I have to be a bit feasible with things. But honestly, it'll be fun to experience these games and that with other people and get their opinions on it. Because I actually really like seeing different people's point of view on the game. Like, some might like a game, some might not. And that's okay. That's just how things are. And really, I don't see anything wrong with stating your opinion on things, just as long as you don't be one of those dickweeds that try to force your opinion on others and berate them for theirs. You can disagree with an opinion, but just don't pick on them too much because of it. Well, or really at all. Like, we stream and play games to escape that sort of thing. We really don't need that sort of thing following us to the virtual plane now. So just leave that stuff at the door and just chill and chill chat and watch me play some video games. But yeah, anywho, I think that's I keep forgetting what my expressions are half the time. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it here for tonight. I thank you all for coming. I hope you've had a good time, or have had a good time watching this as a VOD. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.